In Genesis chapter 21, we see the arrival of Abraham and Sarah's promised son, Isaac. Here's what we see in verses 1 to 3. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son who was born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, Isaac. So the Lord visits Sarah, and does for Sarah as he had said, as he had spoken, as he had promised. God had promised that she would have a son, the son of promise. And here he is, Isaac is born. It's been 25 years since God has promised Abraham that he would become a great nation. And now the son, through whom this promise will be fulfilled, has arrived. There are two insights we'll be highlighting from this passage. Insight number 1, God is faithful. God is faithful to do what he has promised, even if it doesn't look possible. Abraham is 100 years old, and Sarah is 90, but God gives them a son. God fulfills his promises. God is faithful. When he says he'll do something, we can trust that he will do it. He doesn't always do what we may want, but he knows what he's doing, and his plan is always good. Insight number 2, we need patience. The promise of countless offspring had been given to Abraham 25 years earlier. That's a long time to wait. Sometimes we need to wait for God's promises and for God's plan to come to fruition. Patience is a fruit of the Spirit. It's an outworking of the indwelling Spirit's presence and power. We often want things right away, but we learn faith, we learn trust in the process of waiting for God's plan to unfold. Let's be those who trust God to fulfill his promises in his time. He has promised us that all things work together for good for those who love God and have been called according to his purposes. He has promised us that he'll meet our needs, not necessarily our wants, but he will meet our needs. And he has promised us that he'll complete the good work that he began in us. Let's trust God to fulfill his promises in his time. And let's be those who cooperate with the Holy Spirit as he works patience into the fabric of our character. Thanks for listening.